But that's it for weather time. I got to fly, Ted.
Yeah, and everyone wants to get through the airport as quickly as possible, right, Andy? We're heading into the busiest travel season right now. More than 20,000 people are going to pass through security at YYC each and every day during the holidays. Matthew Larocque from CATSA, the Canadian Air Transport Security Authority, is here. Matthew, here with tips on getting through security as easily as possible. And we're going to start with the obvious, Matthew. These are the common ones. You can't bring, bottles of pop and that type of thing. But some things that a lot of people don't realize that cross that 100 milliliter threshold are like homemade jams and things like that, right?
Yes, food products. We see a lot of food products because passengers don't necessarily associate the liquid rules with food products. But anything that's jelly or liquidy, like maple syrup, even peanut butter, Nutella, these were all intercepted yesterday. We took a quick walk at the checkpoints, and this is just a sample of what we intercepted yesterday. So we don't like to take these items, especially the homemade jams.
Right? I mean,
like
Grandma might have made that for someone, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And especially at Christmas times, it's not uncommon to see passengers coming back with, goods from grandmother or mother. And we really want to remind passengers about the rules. These can go in check bags. You can wrap them up nicely, and put them in check bags, but they're not good in carry-on bags.
Not for carry-ons. I'm going to show the good version here. I don't know if cameraman Tom can shoot this. This is a properly packed bag, right, Matthew? And what do you look for at the security checkpoint for this?
So we need small containers, 100 milliliters or less, like these ones, the travel-size containers.
Yeah.
And they have to be put in a 1 liter bag. Okay. These are the bags that we provide at the airport, but any Ziploc type bag will do.
Okay.
As long as it's approximately 1 liter in capacity.
Okay.
So that's the quantity that we're looking for.
All right, so that's when it comes to liquids, gels, that type of thing. Now, some of the other items that you said you found yesterday, this is a string of Christmas lights made of shell casings. Now, why did you take this one? Because these aren't real bullets.
They are not. They're made out of real shell casings.
Yeah.
But for practical reasons, we can't start looking and inspecting each and every one of these shell casings.
Sure.
So for practical reasons, we ask passengers to leave that out completely.
Yeah.
Because they look real,
Yeah.
and to stop a screening on completely to inspect each of these 20 or 25 lights would take forever.
No
and when
kidding.
it's busy, like it will be busy at Christmas time, we want to avoid that. We want passengers to go through as quickly as possible and get on the other side as soon as possible.
Yeah, hunting knives for obvious reasons. I think you can't bring those in carry-ons for obvious. But I mean, like even things like scissors, right? Which you might use for wrapping or whatever it happens to be.
Right. So small scissors and small tools, 6 centimeters or less, are permitted. But those bigger scissors are not permitted. Anything that has a blade, like these small knives, multi-tool
even these
knives.
little tools. I know Andy carries one. What about like nail clippers that have that flip out?
If they have a blade, they're not permitted.
Yeah.
Nail clippers are permitted, but if there's a blade, they're not permitted.
Okay.
Bottled wine openers with blades would not be permitted either.
Really?
Right.
Where you cut the paper off
That's
the top
right,
or whatever?
that's right.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Okay.
And you have these interesting knives, credit card knives that fit in a wallet, but that are actually pretty sharp and pretty mean when you unfold them
you
like
put it
that.
together and it
That's
works.
right, and we see them all the time at the airport.
Yes, yes. Okay, and what about this belt here it looks like toy bullets, but is this again a case of you be holding up a huge line of people?
Yes, and so you look at it under the X-ray, they look like real bullets.
Sure.
So you have to take them out and then examine the belt. It takes a lot of time. So we ask passengers to leave these items in their check bags if they absolutely want to bring them.
Now, what about gifts? If people are bringing gifts, because so many people travel home for the holidays, right?
Right, so we ask passengers not to wrap their gifts because it is possible that after going under the X-ray, the content of the box may have to be inspected. And if it's the case, the wrapping will have to come off. Okay. So what we suggest passengers to do is to wait after security, wait at their destination. Most major airports offer a wrapping service post-security. You give a donation, and then they'll wrap it nicely for you. So that's the best way to proceed for gifts.
And away you go. If people want more information on what is and it's not allowed, how do they find that out?
They can go on our website. We have a search engine that they can type their items, knitting needles, skates.
Like toy gun or whatever.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, okay.
You can type your items. A lot of passengers these days are sending us a picture on Twitter. So you post a picture on our Twitter feed,
Really?
and we'll respond as quickly as possible. They can call us, they can talk to the airlines, talk to the airport. We have information on websites like Expedia, and airlines also carry our information on their website. So there's lots of ways to get informed about what to do, what not to do at the checkpoint.
All right, good stuff. Thank you, Mathieu. Also, our website, breakfasttelevision.ca. We'll put up a few links for you. Speaking of advice on doing things well, our Jill Bellin's hanging out with the Style guys this morning across Iron Mill.